Welcome back and welcome to my March TBR. How are we in March already? I know that's what everybody says, but really, how? It's going to be quite a long one. I've got the big cup of coffee, so I think we'll be okay. Now, March, I'm not anticipating being an amazing reading month just because I'm going back to the UK for the second half of March. And I know I'll be so busy seeing people and doing things and going places, I won't have as much time for reading. However, going back to the UK does mean 2 10-hour flights, so hopefully they might make up for the reading that I'm missing when I'm there. Funnily enough, I'm going to visit people who love reading, but then we end up doing no reading because we're together, and yeah. So I'm going to break this up like I did in February to March releases and to other books I want to read in March. So I've got 2 pals in front of me. I've got my computer over here to keep me straight on what I want to read because I've already done my blog post for this. So here we go. On my Kindle, I have got proof copies of the final book in the Geek Girl series, which is out on March 9th, and that is very firmly on my March TBR. Cannot wait to read that one. Also here on my Kindle, I have a copy of The Escape by Callie Taylor, C.L. Taylor, which is out at the end of March, and again, can't wait to read that one. Probably shouldn't read that one on the plane because any other C.L. Taylor books I've read, I've been gasping out loud and shouting at the main character as the way you do in a psychological thriller. So definitely not going to read that on the plane. Hopefully I'll have read it before I go anyway. Then we have Orange Blossom Days by Patricia Scanlon. This is out on the 9th of March as well. This is a mammoth book, but I really enjoyed reading A Gift for You by Patricia Scanlon, so this one is definitely on my TBR. Then, out on the 23rd of March, we have This Love by Danny Atkins. I've read all the other Danny Atkins books, A Song for Tomorrow, and not A Song for Tomorrow, that's another book that is in my TBR, sorry, it's called Our Song, and that was fabulous, so I'm looking forward to reading this one. This is out on the 23rd of March. Then we have Secrets of a Happy Marriage by Kathy Kelly. This is out on the 9th of March. I really loved Kathy Kelly's previous novel, so I'm looking forward to getting into this one. And this is another nice thick one as well. So they are the March releases that I definitely want to read this month. Then we have all the other books I want to read. I've got a few physical copies, a few ebooks, and a few library books. So I'll just run through those quickly. I definitely want to read American Housewife by Helen Ellis this month. This is quite a short one, so this is either going to be one that I'll read in my 7 in 7 readathon or else take on the plane with me because it's nice and light. Then, something that I've heard great things about, How Not to Fall in Love Actually by Catherine Boneta. This is definitely something that I want to read as soon as possible because I've heard such good things about this one. And then the book that I was referring to when I got mixed up with the Danny Atkins there, A Song for Tomorrow by Alice Peterson. Every other Alice Peterson novel I've read has been so fabulous and just gives you all the feels. People say, oh, you'll need tissues, but I mean, just all the feels. She does feelings so well. She makes you feel every emotion and she guides you through it just perfectly. I've heard amazing things about this one, so I cannot wait to read it. And then another couple of books that I've got on my Kindle. I've got a proof copy of Noteworthy by Riley Redgate. I loved 7 Ways We Lie by Riley Redgate, so I'm really looking forward to reading Noteworthy. This one isn't out until the beginning of April, so it's just one that I'd like to read in March, but it might have to wait until my April TBR. Then I'm currently in the middle of Our Own Private Universe by Robin Talley, and also the new Graham Simonson, which is called The Best of Adam Sharp. They were on my February TBR and I just haven't quite finished them, so they're kind of being bumped onto the March TBR of things I'd like to read. I'm also in the middle of listening to Truly Madly Guilty by Leanne Moriarty, so that is definitely a book I'm hoping to get finished this month. And then we have some library books. Now the library books are due back soon, so hopefully I will get around to reading this. I've always got the option to renew them, but I'm hoping the fact that they're due back soon will give me the kick to read them. So firstly, I've got You Know Me Well by Nina LaCour and David Levithan. I've been meaning to pick this up for so long and it's been sitting on my library bookshelf and I need to read it now. Then a book I mentioned in my 7 in 7 readathon TBR, and that is Flying Lessons and Other Stories, which is a series of short stories, all about 20 pages long, edited together by Ellen O. And then something which I definitely have to return to the library because somebody's already got a hold on it, and that is The 100 Lies of Lizzie Lovett by Chelsea Sidoti. Again, heard really good things about this one, and I'm going to mention this in a book haul which should be coming up soon. And finally, another Robin Talley book. This one, again, I mentioned getting from the library. I didn't realise that this one even existed, and I don't know how I missed it. I can only assume it was published in my whole moving to America time, and that is As I Descended. I don't know anything about this one, but it's due back in the library soon, so it's definitely on my March TBR along with my other Robin Talley novel. And I think that's it. Let me just check my list very quickly that I've not missed anybody off. Oh, I also on my Kindle have a copy of Girl 99 by Andy Jones, which came out on Valentine's Day, and that just coincided with when my mum flew in, so I completely missed that one. I love an Andy Jones novel. He does a great job of his characters, so I'm hoping to get to that one this month too. As you can see, it's a fairly large TBR for March. Hopefully I will get to read all those March releases that I want to. And then I've got all the other books that I want to read as well. And some of these I'm absolutely desperate to read. Hoping to kick off with a good lot of reading in my 7 in 7 this week. So look out for an update on that, and I'll let you know how I got on with my aim to read 7 books in 7 days. I will have another video for you soon. I've got a book haul coming up this week, so look out for that one, and I will see you then. Bye.